The head coach is Jeff Jackson, his 12th season at Notre Dame. This is his 8th trip to the NCAAs with the Fighting Irish, including 2 Frozen Four appearances. In 2011, in fact, they advanced right here in Manchester. Joining him immediately to his right is goaltender junior Cal Peterson, who has started 87 consecutive games in goal, the 4th longest streak in the NCAA. Hockey East first-team All-Star and a finalist for the Mike Richter Award. Junior forward Anders Bjork, a top 10 finalist for the Hobie Baker Award, only the 3rd in program history, and the Hockey Humanitarian Award. He's the 2nd player to be a finalist for both awards in the same season. 47 points this season, 19 goals, 28 assists. And we have junior forward Jake Evans, alternate captain, 3rd leading scorer on the Fighting Irish, 13 goals, 25 assists for 38 points. We're going to open it up for questions in a moment. Please raise your hand, and we'll have the microphone brought to you. State your name and your affiliation before posing your question. Before we get to the questions, though, Coach Jackson, if you could start with general comments and being at the regional.
Always excited to play in the NCAA tournament, and we have a good feeling about our previous trip to Manchester. It's always different. Every year it's different opponents, different venues, and I'm grateful we're actually here at Manchester because I know that there'll be, it'll be well attended, and that's a huge component to the success of a regional, just to give a great student-athlete experience. So we're excited about that, and we're just looking forward to the opportunity to play tomorrow.
All right, and as we get ready for the questions, just a reminder for the student-athletes to please be close to the microphone when answering for those recording. All right, any questions in our audience?
Hi, Jeff. Roger Brown from the New Hampshire Union Leader. Don was talking about how it's important this time of year to get your team to play relaxed, not play nervous, even though it's a one and done. Do you address that, and how do you get your team to be relaxed going into a game like this?
Well, he's right. I mean, yes, it has been addressed as recently as about 25 minutes ago. So, no, there's no question about it. I mean, from the time I started coaching at the college level, I know, one of the common phrases from my time way back at Lake State was never too high, never too low. And if you allow your emotions to take over, that's generally when you get yourself into trouble. And the more times we go through difficult challenges throughout the season, you hope your team learns from those situations, so when they get into this environment, that they're better prepared to calm down when there's probably no reason for calm. And I think that's a maturity process, and these 3 guys are 3 of the guys that will have to lead in that capacity because they're the leadership of our team. So I think there's no question that's a crucial aspect of playing well in this tournament.
More questions?
Yeah, Josh Seaman, College Hockey News. For any of the players, what do you guys know about Minnesota, and what intrigues you guys about the matchup?
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously really looking forward to another game with Minnesota, having a little bit of history with them. We know they're a very offensive team, and I think that's something that we've obviously looked to kind of combat coming in, but we're pretty confident going into it. Like I said, excited to play, familiar team, and, we're both feeling good right now and, excited to get the tournament kicked off.
Rachel Blount, Minneapolis Star-Tribune. Cal, does it add a little bit of intrigue to the matchup to know that next year you'll be in the same conference with the Gophers?
Yeah, it does. It's obviously kind of, a test run going in, and I think, like I said, us and the Gophers have had a history, and I think, it'd be important to get off on the right foot moving into a conference with them, and I'm sure, they're going to be looking to do the same thing and try and set a tone for the new conference that we're going to be in, but like I said, it's going to be a fun matchup. I think we're both, evenly matched teams, and definitely looking forward to next year. It's going to be a cool indicator.
Darren Pritchett, WSBT Radio. This is for Jake and Anders. Just thinking back to last year's experience in the NCAA tournament, you guys played an outstanding game, lost in overtime. What can you take away from that experience and also help the rest of the guys on the team?
Yeah, I mean, when you get to this point, you realize that every team's got a good chance to win. And I think last year we played a really good game and really, we stuck to that game plan pretty well. And I mean, I think we learned that you got to bury on your chances that you get, and also, I mean, one bad error, one small mistake can lead to the end of the game. And I think last year it was kind of like that. You thought nothing was really happening, and their top line just out of nowhere scored the goal, and you just got to realize that you're playing for your season, and you just got to really stick to our game plan and focus the whole game.
Yeah, kind of on the same lines as Jake there, but I think we learned that you got to play with confidence every time you're with the puck, or you got a good shot, you got to bear down and make the most of it, because could be the difference maker between your season being over and advancing. So just play calm but also confident.
And Coach, just to reminisce about 2011 being here, what do you remember about that team and that experience?
Anders Lee in overtime. That's what I remember. I'm getting old.
All right, let that one marinate. Any other questions for Coach or the student athletes? All right, gentlemen, thank you for your time. Best of luck in the regional semifinal tomorrow.